Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Miss Via, Make This Go Viral LLC. And when I'm not on live, I'm on YouTube checking out Big Rooster Show.
Big Rooster. It's still recording. Big Rooster.
Hey. Thank everybody for being here. I want to say, hey, we going to do a live with Ms. V from MTGV TV. Make this go viral. And she has another channel also, most of you know, MTGV LLC. So the way I'm going to do this today, you guys, is I'm going to ask her about 12 questions. And when she's ready to answer, I'm going to go to the chat. And if you guys have questions after that, feel free to chime in. And we going to have some fun with Miss V. So without further ado, let's bring in the one and only fabulous Miss V of MTGV TV. And let's give her a round of applause. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
how's it going today, Miss V?
Man, it's a rough day today. Rough day. But I'm here. I'm
So
tired, but I'm here.
here's the interesting thing. We finally get to ask you questions because you always asking us questions about our channels and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I got my green notepad. Look, I take notes now because I've been learning to take
Uh-oh.
notes when
You
asking
doing better
questions
than
and
me,
things like
Jen.
that. Yeah, listen, I write them down because I get a lot of questions in my head and then I forget about them. So today
Mm-hmm.
this is my script, everyone. I want y'all to know that this is my script to Miss V. So this from Big Rooster to Miss V on MTGV TV. So real fast, Miss V, before we get into the question, and just kind of give us an overview of what you do.
What do I do on my channels? Well,
Yes,
I have two different channels.
yes.
One, I report crime. And for a minute, like, the intentions of the channel was to report crime, but I kind of jumbled a couple things in there, eating while I'm on live, not really a mukbang, but kind of doing, I did crime more than anything, but I had a mixture of things. And so I wanted to break the channels up, and that's why I ended up with Make This Go Viral LLC.
Okay. Anything else you want to add before I get into this question?
Nope.
All right. Well, let's go. So you basically kind of already answered one of my questions, but I'm gonna still ask it anyway. But that's not
Mhm.
this one. So when did you start YouTube?
I posted my first video July 15th of 2020.
Oh, oh, yep.
And
So
actually,
so is that when you actually started, or
yeah, that's my official start date,
okay?
July
Gotcha.
15th, 2020. So I just had a 2-year anniversary.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations. Okay. Secondly, so in your opinion, have your subscribers been more accepting of your channel or less accepting? How do you view your subscribers?
you. Man, to me, I'm like, I still feel like a new content creator.
Hmm.
Um, I don't really, I have a few solid people, but not a lot. My channel is nowhere near where it should be. Nowhere near. But I love the people that's there, that's dedicated, and the people that I'm meeting new.
So when you say my channel is nowhere near where it should be, which channel are we talking?
Neither one of them is nowhere near where I want to
Okay.
be. It's
Okay.
just the beginning.
Okay. So we talking both channels. Okay.
Yeah. I
So
mean, they going in a direction that I want them to go. The fact that I split them up, I separated my business from the crime.
mhm.
So I'm happy about that. And now I'm just, I mean, it's challenging, man. I mean, it's like I grew kind of fast. I got the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in 6 months.
Okay.
And I thought it would be much easier. It would have taken off by now, but nah, it's some work. I mean, but I put in the work because I had 1.6K videos on my channel, and not a lot of people can say that. I mean, I look at people who's been on here for years that don't have that many videos, so I
I'm
put in work.
I'm definitely one of those not a lot of people that can say that. so,
Right.
so, so with that being said, I guess I'm gonna move on to question number 3. So, do you consider your channel a niche channel, or is it just something that you do?
I will say that it's a niche channel. I mean, because crime, I'm very passionate about that, and I'm very passionate about teaching and learning and networking. What I do on the other side, and the reason why I decided to do the whole network and grow is because it was missing for me, and I
Okay,
had to figure everything out. So I
okay.
wanted to be help to somebody else.
Well, hey,
Shout out to the chat.
that's a good thing. Hey, thank you all for tapping in and watching too. So I guess I'm gonna move on to question number 4, which you kind of answered already. It was basically, so I noticed that you have 2 channels. I just want to know what brought about you having 2 channels. You kind of already dove into it, but if you can give a little more insight, that'll be
Well,
perfect.
when I first came on YouTube, I wanted to promote my mother's business, and all of this happened during the pandemic, right?
Uh huh.
That was
Right.
when there was a time when you couldn't even find face masks in the store. So my
Right.
mother was making them, and I wanted to promote her business. And I have like several groups on Facebook that I report crime in. So I was like, I want to promote my mom's business, but I need to be doing something else other than promoting her business. So I'm like, what do I do every day anyway, effortlessly?
Hmm.
And I was like, crime. So, but doing it on YouTube is way different than how I did it on Facebook. Before I came on YouTube, I had never went live before. So, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing at all. And so, I had to learn all of that stuff. But, so yeah, I put those two things together. The crime, because at first, like, I became my mother's promoter, right?
Hmm.
So I helped her set it up to be able to do it online, and we didn't have a website or anything. I was taking orders on Facebook
Uh huh.
Messenger,
Uh huh.
and I knew a couple content creators that had some nice platforms. So both of them, one of them made a commercial for us and ran it on the show and told people. And then the lady, she's a bigger influencer. So once she told people, hundreds of people flooded us. So I couldn't keep up with the orders. My mother couldn't keep up with sewing. She was praying for it to slow down. But I
Uh huh.
mean, couldn't nobody find no face mask. So that, yeah. So anyway, I used to make commercials all the time to promote her, and I would play the commercials within my videos. And so that's where the whole marketing and
That's what's
promoting
up.
business thing came from.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So that was a question that I did want to ask that I didn't write down because I know I've heard you say that before that you had never went live. So now that you are going live and you have your face in the camera and you become this YouTube superstar,
Far from it.
how do you feel about that?
I mean, to be honest, I did not think I would ever show my face. That was the plan. I wasn't
Uh
trying to be on here. I didn't even want to talk at first, which is what cost me my monetization. That's why I'm just now getting monetized 3 weeks ago.
huh.
Because when I first came on, I didn't want to sharing information, sharing other people's videos and stuff. I was just trying to get comfortable. But then I was like, well, my mother, she wasn't having coming online doing nothing. And so I was like, in order to promote her, I'm going to have to be the face of it. And
Okay.
so I started modeling some of her stuff, making commercials with myself being in the product that she was making.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, scared money don't make money. I'm going to just have to step up and show my face. And then eventually I got brave enough to do it. And
So you
we
had to.
right here.
So you felt like
Thank
you
you,
had to
Burns.
you had to
I,
introduce the world of Miss V and Miss V to the world.
I never thought I would be doing this though.
Exactly.
But with the pandemic, that scared me. Like I had never seen the world like that.
Right.
We was limited. We couldn't buy toilet paper. It wasn't no water. I mean, people was losing their jobs. Kids couldn't go to school. I thought it was like the end of the world. That's how it felt. And so
Well,
I was like, man, I got to do something. I got to do something other than just depend on this job because it ain't guaranteed.
right,
And
right, right,
that's why I'm here.
right. Okay, okay. So let's see here. So my next question to you is on your second channel, I noticed that you do a lot of teaching. What made you, want to go out and take that route and because I know you say you learn, but you like to teach as well. What made you say, you know what I learn, I'm gonna teach others? Because a lot of people they'll they'll learn something, but they want to keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I did it. I was the opposite. I ran when I first got on here. I ran into one creator that was very selfish, like one of those people you couldn't say another person's name in her chat. She would block content creators if they come into
Wow.
her chat. So I
Wow.
was like, I'm not gonna be that way, and I'm gonna be helpful to people. And this is my way of putting something good out into the world.
That's
Pleasing
what's
to
up.
God. I feel like I'm helping a lot of people, and for the past couple years, I've been doing it all for free. But
So
um,
go ahead.
but as of April of this year, I turned my YouTube channel into a LLC and trademark. So now I'm looking to make money. You know what I'm saying? I've been practicing, learning. You got to be a student to be a teacher. So I am in YouTube University right now, and whatever I decide to use, whatever streaming app, whatever I decide to use, whatever routes I decide to go, I study. I study it and I learn it, and then I sometimes like I believe that all of us can be a teacher, right? And
Right.
sometimes you have to teach yourself something to be able to teach somebody else. And
Okay.
so I mean, and not to mention, I've been doing this for over 20 years on my job. I mean, I am like a leader at my job, always training and always teaching and always implementing new ideas and that they actually use and all of that. Because I'm very good at helping people come up with their niche. Because a lot of people, some people like they just can't come up with it. You know how you don't see yourself like somebody else see you.
Right. Right.
So other people can look at you or me and see a gift that I don't see. Like I was saying the other day, people saying that what do they say? Like I'm talented. And I don't feel like I'm talented. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
other people see
well,
that.
not to cut you off. I don't know why you don't feel that way because, like when we talked that night when we came up with that ASMR thing,
Hmm.
and I mean, you look at it and you say, and we always tell you got a nice voice, you got a radio type voice, things like that. And you say you don't see that, but everybody else sees it. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know why you feel like you're not talented because I think you got a lot of talent, and most people that chime in on your lives think you got a lot of talent. And I notice how a lot of people when they're on your lives and you do those like channel reviews and things like that, everybody's paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It takes talent it takes talent to teach. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
See, and it come natural to me. Passion. I mean, it's something that I do naturally, which is a passion. So it just it's just like no big deal to
See,
me. But I mean, I'm listening. I'm listening at people because I have been hearing it for a while, and I'm listening. Like, okay, I'm happy that I could be a blessing or a talent to somebody else.
that's what's
That's
up. That's
the
what's
whole
up.
point.
That's what's up. That's what's up right there. Okay, okay. So on to my next question, which is a little off topic, but I notice you love hats. Have you always worn hats, or is it just something that you picked up one day, or you know what I'm saying?
Well, I like the whole hat, and actually, I started wearing hats because I was gonna start making and designing hats. So I was like, I'm gonna get comfortable with wearing hats, and then I like them with the whole, usually I have my headset on and all of that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I used to wear scarves all the time and stuff like that. So, and
Okay.
hats. So it's not too far
Okay.
fetched.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. I like that. So look, I want to real fast. I want to give a shout out to the chat, and I want to let everybody know if you stick around after I finish with my question, you guys can all tap in and ask Mix V a question. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, you know what I'm saying. Listen, look at Sunshine with Rashonda. Thank you, Shonda. We like that
Oh, thank
comment.
you. I
That's
think
what's up.
did she change her name?
I think so, or that's another channel. Either that or, but yeah. Rashonda, did you change your name or is this another
Thank
channel?
you. I called her Sunshine today, but I remember a Rashonda, and I used to call her Rashonda,
Yeah,
but I don't know if that's her.
I don't know if it's the same Rashonda Burrows, but it looks like it is.
Yeah, Rashonda Burrows. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Thank you, Burns.
yeah, so I'll
755 Media.
okay,
Lakeisha in
yeah.
the house. Oh, my
Lakeisha,
fault.
yep, Lakeisha's in here. Yep, yep. No, go right ahead. You can check them chats out. Okay, she says she changed it. It was that is
Okay, I
Rashonda
didn't think
Burrows.
I was crazy.
Right. I seen that sunshine pop up. I was like, "Ooh, wait a minute, that's Rashonda.
Yep, she's
Okay.
Sunshine now.
So I guess I'm gonna continue on with my questioning. Uh, I noticed you like to eat. I love to eat. That's
Oh,
that's my
yeah.
that's my only bad habit. I tell everybody that. So, what's your favorite food?
Crab legs, seafood. Man, I love it. I could eat it every day, all day. I really could.
So being that you live up around a Great Lake, is your crabs from the Great Lake fresh or is it shipped?
No, they always be frozen, or I get them from the seafood counter. We don't have crab like that we can just go catch like
Uh
that,
huh.
but they do in Florida.
Oh, we do here in California too.
I wish.
I'm 40 minutes away from I'm 30 minutes from San Francisco, but I'm 45 minutes away from a pier that I like to go to and catch fresh Dungeness crab. So,
Man, I will stay out there catching them.
well, we only get 6 months. We only get 6 months a year. So, they, and then when those 6 months pop up, believe me, you better get to that pier early because it's crowded. But they got quite a few
Wow, I
places.
could imagine.
Yeah, they got quite a few places. So inside of the Golden Gate, we can't catch Dungeness crab. We can catch red rock. We can catch brown. We can catch a few others. But outside of the Golden Gate, which is the actual Pacific Ocean, we can catch Dungeness and bring them home. But you get caught
Oh,
inside with some Dungeness, you're gonna swear up and down you killed somebody when they finish with you. But but
I
okay,
will be
okay, okay.
crab heaven.
That's what's up. Seafood is it, huh?
Yeah, it
Okay.
really
So
is.
next question, number 7. Well, this is probably number 8 or 9 now because I threw a couple questions in there. What's your favorite place to travel?
Man, it's been a while since I traveled. I don't really have a favorite place. I want
Okay.
to go to Hawaii somewhere, but I mean, I don't really have a favorite place that I like to go often.
Well, like
I do like to go to Arizona because my siblings are there, so I guess I could say that Arizona.
so I've grown to like Arizona myself, and I'm only like I'm 12 hours away, but I've only been
Mm-hmm.
like about 5 or 6 times, maybe 7. And
Really?
yeah, it's so I go down for bike week, and that's when I really started going down and hanging out. I had been through Arizona a couple times, but I go down for bike week, so I take my bike. Me and some friends take our bikes down and hanged out about 4 days, 3 or 4 days. A lot of fun
Hey,
in
Steve.
Arizona. A lot of fun in Arizona. I was like, wow. Arizona
It's so
is
dang
really nice.
hot though. I
Yes,
like to go in November
I
when it's
like to go
cold
in
here.
March. I like to go in March. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Okay, next question. Do you like sports?
No,
You don't like sports?
but no, but if I had to pick a sport, I would pick boxing.
Okay, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm swayed away from boxing a little bit because it's a lot of politics in boxing, and it just ain't
Yeah.
what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? So
I know, right?
right. I'm a big football fan. So okay, let's move on. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Ooh, I didn't even think about stuff like this. Let's see. I don't know why I'm thinking I would want to go to Dubai or something.
Now, everybody that's been to Dubai that I know, they say it's fantastic.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere pretty. I love like pretty water and nature and all of that. I actually love taking pictures. I thought I'd be a photographer someday.
Well, it ain't never too late.
I mean, I could see myself doing that, making my own stock photos and making videos. Because I mean, you could make money
Right,
any doing any of the stuff that I do. I mean, I do offer online services.
right,
So,
right, right. So, reason I say it ain't too late because I got my father. Well, my biological donator. He actually started it a little later in life, and I was at his house one day, and I noticed we got a place here in San Francisco called the Palace of the Fine Arts, and
hmm
it was a really nice picture hanging in his living room. And I was like, "Hey man, where'd you get this picture from? Where I thought he had bought it, but he actually was in the city and had taken a picture of it and went and got it, developed and hung it and got it framed and everything and hung it up on his wall." And I was like, "Man, you that was a really really nice shot." And it's funny when you become a photographer, you kind of always got your finger on the trigger. I'm gonna say because you never know when you're gonna get that special moment in photography.
yeah,
Yeah. So
I'm very interested in going to beautiful places and doing drone footage and
yeah,
bringing that to my
yeah.
channel.
I'm
Like,
I'm So I'm glad you said that because I heard you say that the other day, and I also want to get into the drone game myself.
yeah, I mean, I want to turn it all the way up. Like I said, this is just the beginning. I mean, even though it's been 2 years, it don't even feel like it's been that long, and I
Yeah,
still feel like a beginner. Which to me, that's a good thing because I feel like a beginner. I'm always teaching myself stuff. Like I need to know more. I need to learn more. You know. So
right.
yeah.
So with the drone footage now, there's certain things that you can and you can't do with a drone. So you may want to check the FAA because some people like when you're flying over cities and things like that, you have to actually have a FAA license. You know what I'm saying? Just in case your drone
Mhm.
falls out the sky, hits something, power line, knock a power line down, or anything like that, they want to be able to track
Okay.
who was controlling this drone. You know what I'm saying? So there's things you have to look out for. Just
Yeah,
just to
I
give
want
you
to
a
get
heads
into
up
that.
on that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Right.
I haven't even looked into it. It's just something that I want to do because I mean it's just beautiful to
Yeah.
be somewhere beautiful and you can just capture the whole area. And
Yeah.
when I think about getting into photography and selling photos and all of that stuff, that excites
Right. So here's an interesting thing. So I've always wanted to get into drone footage, and but really what really made me kind of just really look at it because I got a couple friends that fly drones and they're FAA licensed and everything. But I was at this motorcycle weekend here in Oakland,
me.
and I just so happened this guy's channel popped up on my channel on my feed, and I mean, Miss V, he had some of the best drone footage of this weekend event that I'd ever seen in my life. This dude, I mean,
Wow.
man, it was, oh man, it was awesome. So I was like, man, I gotta, gotta get into that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah, I gotta get
Yeah,
into that.
man. I mean, and then it's just, I mean, it's turning it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I mean, someday I will go viral. You know what I'm saying? I will
Hey,
live up to my
hey,
name, and I can't do it just stand still. Ever since I have been on here, I've always like did certain tests. I'm always trying something different. I don't stick to the same thing forever. Or, I mean, I always look for ways to make it better. And
oh yeah,
I literally everything that I put out, I rewatch every live I ever did. I rewatched it, just to be able to listen to certain sounds that you might not realize is happening, and
Yeah, you go back and
that's
learn
how I
something.
knew that I need to mute when somebody talking because I could hear that. It messed up the whole show one time. I was too irritated,
Yeah,
so
well,
I was
you
like,
can you definitely can go back. Those are teachable moments. You know what I'm saying? When you go back and pay
exact.
attention to what what you've done. And so yeah, that's gonna take me to my next question. Uh, now you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but if you don't, I'm gonna answer for you. Do you think that there are a lot of sensitive people on YouTube?
Sensitive. Yeah, I mean, I've run into some interesting people on YouTube. Uh, yeah,
You don't have to go into grave detail about it, but yeah,
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of a few things.
yeah, I'm thinking of a few things myself. Uh, but I won't go into it. But I think there are a lot of sensitive people there, and I think that people have to get out of their feelings. If you're gonna be on this platform, people are gonna be in your face. You're not gonna always hear what you want to hear. You not and people may overlook you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So you can't take that to heart because somebody's overlooked you. You know what I'm saying? They may have just missed what you said in the chat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or it may
Oh, in
not.
that way, yeah. It hasn't
And
happened to me directly, but yeah, that way, yes, I have seen people sensitive in that way, like thinking, and I think somebody mistook me, that I don't even know. So it's like, yeah, that's bad when you do that kind of stuff. Like,
right,
first of all, thank you for letting me know you're like that because I don't want to do business with
right, exactly. And like I say, I don't know why people are so sensitive nowadays, but you gotta get out of your feelings, people. This is something that we're doing for ourselves and for you, but we may miss you, and we're not doing it on purpose and things like that. So yeah,
I think
definitely.
some of the most sensitive people are the ones that do the least work for themselves and
True.
they look for other people to push them, but the real work is going to come from you. I
Yeah.
mean, you could send a thousand people to somebody, but if they come over there and you put them asleep, then who you going to blame? You know what I mean? You
Well,
got to perform.
I'll give
It's
you I'll give you a funny example. One day I was in someone's chat and they sent me over to another person's, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna do a raid." So I was like, "Okay, I run over there, hey, such and such raid," you know what I'm saying? But when I got over there, everybody was MFers and B's and H's and just I was like, "Oh no, that ain't me." Because my channel is not about mess, you know what I'm saying? And
mm,
I'm not gonna sit up and listen to a bunch of mess either. So it was funny because I backed out of there real fast and went back to the other
oh
person's
yeah,
chat. And I was
yeah.
like, yeah, that
Oh,
that
I
that
ain't
kind of
typing
deserved
nothing
some
in here. They might attack me.
right. Right. So yeah, that's funny. That's funny. So okay.
I
Well,
ain't gonna say I don't sit in the bushes and see what's
hey,
going on.
now I'm not gonna lie and say I don't sit in the bushes either.
You need a balance, you know what I'm saying?
I do. Hey, listen, the hills
What?
have eyes. The hills have eyes. So yeah, I pay attention too. So okay. Oh, real fast before I move on to this next question. Also, I gotta. How do you feel about this? So I listen to a lot of different people's chats, and I noticed like some people ask to come up on the panel, right? But when they gotta get up on the panel, they try to make it seem like it's about you, but then it's really all about them. You know what I'm saying? And basically, it's like they're promoting their channel and on the under, but then they also try to bring it back to, oh yeah, well, it's not really about me, but it's about you. How do you feel about that?
I don't like for people to still shine. You know what I'm saying? Because I welcome it. So don't don't force it. Don't go over and beyond. Like you want to piss me off. I don't like. Come on, man. Like announcing somebody else live in my chat. and I'm live. Like, okay, so such and such live. So you want to take people from me? Basically, now that I monetize, you taking money out my mouth,
Right.
food out my mouth.
Basically, yes.
So yeah, don't. That's disrespectful. But I think people should be mindful of things that they allow on their own panel. And yeah, I have ran across some people like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, now I mean I'm giving, but don't do that.
I was on your channel when one certain individual did that, and
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, and I like how you put that individual in their place, you know, in a nice way. You know what I'm saying? But
But inside, I was boiling.
I could
That's
tell.
why I asked you to come up, because I'm like, man, I'm mad for
I
real.
could tell.
I mean, I know I'm calm on the outside, but I was boiling. Like, boy, no, you didn't just do that.
Yes. I could tell. But yeah, so it's just interesting that there's this one guy that, well, there's a couple guys that do that. You know, that people, they'll say, "Hey, can I come up?" And then next thing you know, they're talking about, "Oh, they doing. You need to do this, and you need to watch my channel." And, "Oh, okay, well, basically, listen, man, we wasn't there, but okay, we get the message. You want us to watch your channel, you know what I'm saying?" So, with that being said,
Yeah, but I mean, those are the people that blame YouTube for not having. And honestly, I see a lot of people that don't get it, and a lot of people would. A lot of people didn't know the facts about YouTube. A lot of people are going by what somebody else told them, but not by what they went and looked to find themselves. So a lot of people, well, I think this and I think that, and I was like, well, I want to know it. I'm the type of person that if I'm asking you a question and you say I think, then I can't trust nothing to come out your mouth. So I like facts, and that's how I ended up doing this too, because I'm like, I mean, a lot of people need this. A lot of people could use the help, and in our community,
right. Okay. Now that
and
leads me
myself.
that leads me to my next question. Do you have a favorite YouTube channel or YouTube content creator?
Well, I used to before I started doing it myself.
Well,
I
listen, that's the question. If you think it's yourself, then let us know. Don't be afraid to say it. We ain't gonna tell you tooting your own horn. You know what I'm saying? Let us
no,
know.
I put all of my time, I put the majority of my time into myself. So I have so much going on and so many things that I'm doing that I don't have time to just sit in somebody else's chat like for hours.
Right.
It just depends. And that's why I said that I need to write things down so I could separate things by days, write a literal schedule. Like, okay, yeah, so that's what you doing better than me. I got the notebook, but I ain't writing nothing yet. But literally write a whole schedule and map out how I'm gonna do things. It is times when, because I have several devices, but I mainly use my cell phone. So it is plenty of times when I'm listening to somebody on one cell phone and editing or optimizing some videos or creating something on another. I've even sat on people's live streams and done some stuff. So I'm never idle. Like, you stop. I actually dropped the part-time to do this too, because I believe in myself that much.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, if I tell people this, look, a lot of people say, "Well, I ain't here to get paid," but if you ain't here
I
to
am.
get paid, then what are you here for? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say. I wasn't
Like,
here for that at first. I wasn't here for monetization, and that's why it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't my main focus. My focus was networking and learning, so I could do more of what I'm doing now. And I wanted to do it like legal too,
right,
because people be running around here snatching names and trademarking them. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get an LLC and trademark. Ain't nobody taking my name because it's a very good name. A lot of people tell me that it's catchy.
right. Without a doubt,
Give
it
me
is.
all my coins. Yes, Burns, honey. Yes.
Without a doubt.
That's
So,
crazy.
so the crazy.
I hear a lot of people saying that, and it's ridiculous. And I'm like, that's part of the problem with us. Like, and that's another reason I seen that a lot. I'm like, I want to let people realize that they have a business already. It's all in how you treat it. And every single one of us in the chat, on here, and the people that will listen, you are a teacher. It's
Right.
something that God gifted you with that you could share with the world. That can't nobody get it from nowhere else.
Right.
It's and that's part of like me not seeing, not thinking that I'm talented. It's just what I do. It's the same with other people. You don't see yourself as others a lot of times. It
Right.
takes somebody else to tell you, like, girl, you really good at that.
Right.
You should really,
Without a doubt.
I'm good at that.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Without a doubt. So before we get to, I got one last question. And before I get to it, I want to say thanks to everybody in the chat. Vern, look, when you get them dollars, share with me and Miss V. We help you spend it.
Yeah, Burns, she motivates me too. I used
That's
to
what's
sit
up.
in there and listen at Burns. Just that was before I got even heavier on what I'm doing. I would go in there every time she go to break and listen to her. She's very motivational,
That's what's up.
very driven.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Well.
And she
So
did my first interview. Very first interview.
so let me say this to you. I want to thank you again for the voiceover. Uh,
You
that elevated my channel by a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I know you
And
saying that.
I know I'm not lying. I'm serious. I when we were on that night and we was talking about that ASMR thing, and that made me think, okay, she got the voice. Bam, let me hit her up and see if she'll do me a voiceover because there's a couple other people I want to do it, but I gotta get at them and you know what I'm saying and go from there. Uh, but that was really cool. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you did it for me. Okay, so
Love you too, Burns. You welcome. Thank you, Lakeisha. And
real
shout out
fast.
to everybody I didn't speak to. I see y'all. I ain't ignoring
We
y'all.
see
I'm
y'all.
just
We
trying.
about to acknowledge y'all in 1 second, y'all. That's what I was getting ready to say. Y'all give me one more question, and then I'm gonna let everybody in here say what they want to say or ask what they want to ask of Miss V of MTGV TV and of MTGV TV LLC. All right, we got it.
Yes.
So on this last. It ain't really a question. It's kind of like a small essay question, I should say. Uh, so lastly, if you can leave anybody in the chat with any advice, what would it be?
Just do it. Don't wait until you're ready. Do it when you're not ready. Quit thinking about it and just hit me up and do it. I will help you find your niche. I will help you build your confidence. I will do whatever it takes to get you started if you're serious. If you're serious and you just scared and you scared of making a mistake, just do it. I mean, I think we hold ourselves back from something beautiful, our dreams, because we're scared out of fear. And I know that for a fact because that was my thing. And I took a leap, to be on a job for over 20 years. It's like, and I've been wanting to move out of the city for years. And fear has held me back. Fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of, and I'm still holding on. Even I got a place that I just paid rent to that I ain't even there yet because I'm still here holding on to this job. And so fear holds us back, but I am like, and that's why I'm passionate about it because I can understand. I can understand people being fearful, and fear is of the devil. It is not of God. And so I'm building myself up, and I can help build somebody else up. And I'm 1 foot in and out. I mean, to drop the part time, to have a place somewhere else, and just kind of still holding up. My biggest fear is not having insurance. That's my biggest fear right now.
Okay.
But it's scary. It's scary. What I'm doing is scary.
Well,
But
well,
I'm ready, man. I'm tired. And
you
I
know,
know that I'm gonna have to do it or it ain't gonna never happen. And it'll be 10 years later. I'm gonna still be talking about, well, when, always coming up with a new excuse as to why I can't move yet.
well, scary is life. But if you look at it head on, you can get through that scariness.
Just do it.
Like an old man told me,
Just
just
do
keep
it.
getting up and putting your pants on. So
Yeah.
before we go to the chat, you got any questions for me?
I don't. I'll save my questions for you at your interview because
All
I
right,
can't even.
all
I'm
right,
so
all right.
tired. I've been up since 9 last night.
Okay, so y'all, we got about maybe 10 because Miss V she up on a hiatus, a 24-hour hiatus, I think. But we gonna get a chat a few questions. If anybody got a question for Miss V, throw it in the chat right now. Is your time, and let's be respectful, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if
So I
somebody
see
want.
Gamer Effect says, good advice, take it one day at a time. Don't worry about tomorrow, family first, and stay healthy. Yes, and keep stress out of your life. I promise you that's where I'm at.
That's what's up right there. That's what's
Protecting
up right
my
there.
peace.
That's what's up right there. Yeah, always Tam is in here. Juju World, Gamers Effect. So Gamers Effect, I don't know if you ever check this guy out.
No,
I don't
I
know if
think it's my first time seeing them.
yeah, I don't know if he was a little afraid to do a live yet, but I don't know if he's done a live yet. And I told him you should go ahead and try it. And
Just do it.
we people, you know what I'm saying?
Do it before you ready, cause
Right,
you gonna always come up with a reason not
right.
to be ready.
Look at Tay Weezy. Look at Tay Weezy's question.
I have a question. When you gonna get your ghost pepper chip challenge? What? Never.
Listen, you know Tay
I
Weezy.
haven't gotten into challenges yet.
Tay, Tay Weezy is
Not
on that. You know he won that first chip challenge with Black Rain and Miss T with the T.
ghost pepper chip. I love hot stuff. That ain't gonna be hot to me.
Uh oh. Kelly be gliding. What it do, man? What it do? I appreciate you tapping in. Hey, we got Miss V of MTGV TV. If you got any questions you want to ask her, feel free. We on the live. You know, this is what it's all about. She is a great teacher, and she also has a crime channel. Which let me ask you this. I guess I got another question for you. Your crime channel. So what? I know you say you like crime, but what made you like say, I'm gonna go on here and start me a crime channel? What made you, think of that?
Well, it was actually a little girl named Anaya Garrett who was she was taken out by her mother and her mother's boyfriend. And I'm sitting up there watching it. Her dad's name is Michael Garrett, and he was like he touched me, like the love he had for his daughter. I mean, he was fighting for his daughter, and like he had all these videos, and it had me crying. Like I was telling my mother about it. I'm sitting up there crying to my mother, and she looked at me like I'm crazy because I ain't even never seen my mother cry, but she looking at me like, girl. And so I said I want to follow the story. Like I want to know everything about it from beginning to end. And I got home and I started looking up Justice for Naya because people always make groups. I thought maybe it was a group,
Uh-huh.
but there wasn't a group, so I created it, and
Okay.
it's called Fight for Naya, and it
Okay.
has 42K members in that group. Yeah, I mean, I was the first one to think to create a group. Her dad created one after me, and
Okay.
so yeah, that's what made me get into crime. And I
Okay.
had no idea that kids was getting taken out by their parents at that rate. Like after I learned out about her, I found out that it was happening all over the world to so
Mhm.
many children, like
Yeah.
ridiculously. So people started trying to share other cases in Fight for Naya, and I wasn't having it. But then I was starting to feel bad because I'm like, oh my God, like that happened too, and that happened. Like I can't just worry about the one little girl that touched my heart. I care about all of them. So
Right.
I was
Right.
like, I mean, and her case was very popular. I didn't even know at the time. It just hit my heart. And then I found out once I created the group, I found out how popular it was because I was thousands of people at a time I was letting in the group. So then
Hmm.
I was like, have you ever wondered what makes some cases go viral? and others don't. I said, I'm going to make a spin-off group, and I'm going to call it Make This Go Viral. And that's where Make This Go Viral came from. So it was a spin-off group because I only wanted Anaya up until they got sentenced and everything. All Anaya. And so I made the spin-off group so other people could, share their stories.
That's what's up.
And that was in 2018.
That's what's up. So check this one out. You got any advice for this? Right, this question. It's not really a question. You got any advice for Rich New Design? Right here.
Networking on YouTube is a full-time endeavor. I don't think most expect how much work it can be. I'm still trying to find a good balance and a schedule. I will say, because I feel like we will always come up with reasons why we can't do something, but we can always go to work on time for other people. And like we can discipline ourselves to do things that's really priority to us. So I think that if it's something that you really want to do, make it a priority and stick to it.
Right.
Because it is time. You just gotta spend less time doing something else that's not getting you to the goal that you want with your channel.
That's what's up. That's great advice. That's great advice. Hey, I want to thank Rich New Design. That was actually his comment. I want to thank him for sharing this out. And man, I appreciate you, brother. And I hope you heard what Miss V just said to you, because that's great advice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. You got to find time to just make it happen. And
Exactly. I
that's
spent so much of my life working. I'm talking about I was a workaholic. I'm talking about some days I would work 16, 18 hours a day just because I'm like, well, I ain't doing nothing. I might as well make some money. I was always at work. And I was like, you know what? This is not a way of life. I did that for years and not, excuse me. Now they can barely get me to pick up unless it's going to be extra money. Because I'm like, listen, the more you don't work for others, the more you don't want to work for others. I'm tired of working for others. I done put in over 20 years of my life and seeing seeing things happen along the way. You know what I'm saying? These companies really don't give a damn about you. It's about business.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so you see what Rich New said. Let me show you what he said to you about that. There you go. I had it on the screen while you were talking, but that's you gave some good advice right there. That's a great pointer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, and I read that, and that's why I was saying what I was saying, that
Right.
I made so much time to work for other people, giving them my ideas, coming up with stuff like that they didn't even think about, and it becoming protocols for, you know what I'm saying, just like really putting my everything into this place. And I'm like, I didn't even think about having a business. I didn't know how easy it was to get a business online.
Right.
Like I wish that I would have done this stuff like 15 years ago, but it took my mother to do what she did, and then that's what motivated me. My mother.
Well, you want to hear a funny story about that? So,
Mm,
my aunt just passed away last week, and we had
my
a funeral.
condolences.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But listen, she had a husband when the internet first jumped off in the early '90s. We used to, hey Miss V, I'm not lying to you. We
Hmm.
used to sit up and laugh at this dude. He used to always tell us, "Y'all need to get a company on the internet. Y'all need to get a company on the internet." And we be like, "Hey man, check this out, man." We would tell my cousin, "Man, your daddy crazy," and we be laughing at him. We was kids. And to this day, the internet has blown up so tremendously that I watch all these companies that, like, you look at the guy that owned the Dallas Mavericks. They had a small internet company. Him and his brother sold it to Yahoo for $5.2 billion. Just a small internet company. And here it is. We laughing at this dude like he crazy, but he's giving us advice that he had a
Sounded.
vision that we laughed at, and had we just I mean, look, took a smidget of what he was saying to us. Ain't no telling where we will be right now to this day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But we thought he was we thought he was crazy.
Some of the richest people is the craziest to people. You know what I'm saying? Because they are
Exactly.
so driven, like they can't even think about nothing. I'm talking about. I'm kind of like that when I really find interest in something. It's like I'm dreaming about it. Like I mean, I just want to know more and more and more. And I think I have committed to being a student, which allows me to be a teacher. And I wanted to say something to Badass Thing. He said, here's my issue with YouTube. You can be following people and they all preach, we are family, but they don't support you. Okay. So I have content creators that I follow that don't support me. I never see them in my chat. But one thing that I will say is don't depend on those people to support you. If you got two people in your chat and them same two people is always in your chat, you support them. I support people that support me. If I'm going into somebody's chat that I never see in my chat, is because they're giving me something that I want from them. Like I like their content and I just go because I like their content. And to be honest, if you try to switch it around, because when you think about it the negative way, it results in a negative way. Think about it like this, that I'm gonna put out some good content that everybody is gonna come and watch. So improve your content, improve yourself, and don't worry about the people that's not there, and concentrate on the people that are there and put it in them. Because I mean, honestly, those are the people that I look at my comments, and when I'm looking at the comments, I'm clicking on the names, making sure I'm still linked to them, and that's how I find my way to other people's channel, because they are in my comments or they're in my lives, and I try to make it to those people. But you got to think about it like that. The people that you're talking about, they're content creators too, and they got to craft their own business. So I wouldn't focus on the people that's not there. I will focus more on the people who are there and focus on my craft. That's just my opinion.
Hey, that's great advice. That's great advice. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I think we kind of touched on that a little earlier where we just gotta, you know, everybody's not gonna be able to get to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we can't take it personal and things like that. But
And
yeah, yeah.
as
So
you get bigger, it's gonna be hard to do that. It's
yeah,
gonna
it's
get
definitely
hard.
gonna be harder.
You
It's
got
definitely
when
gonna
you
be
got
harder.
500 people in your chat, there's no way that you're gonna be able to support all 500 people. It's just not doable.
Right,
But one thing that they will support is great content. So I will focus more on my content. I really would.
right,
I'm trying to be better every day.
right,
I'm not good enough. That's why I'm not where I want to be. So
right.
I'm working to be better.
Right, right, right. Well, I tell you like this. I'm looking at this chat, and there's a bunch of people in there. I want y'all all to know there's quite a few of you in here that I want to do the same thing with. Because everybody's perspective is different. Everybody's
Right,
thought
Tori.
process is valid. Uh, and I definitely want to I want to check everybody out. And if you guys want to interview me, we can do the same thing. And I definitely like for y'all to tap in with Miss V, because I've learned a lot just listening to Miss V. And I'm gonna tell you what's funny. When you said last week, hey, let's do this interview, and then you said, are you gonna schedule it? You see how long it took me to schedule it, right?
Yeah,
That
I did.
because I've never
First of all, you
scheduled.
didn't answer me. I was like, did I
I've
say something
Listen,
wrong?
I didn't
I know
answer
you
you.
read it.
I
It,
didn't
it said
answer
you
you
seen
because
it.
I didn't know how.
You didn't
Wait,
know
no,
how?
wait, listen, hold on before you get on me
Why
about that. Listen before you get on me about that.
what?
The funny thing is, I know you've already taught this on your channel, and I was in that video when you were teaching people how to do it. And I was like, I ain't gonna even say nothing. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sit there and learn how to schedule these interviews.
Are you kidding
I'm
me,
not.
Big
Hey,
Rooster?
listen,
I can't
listen.
believe that. And he didn't even ask. You was embarrassed to ask.
I listen.
I'm
The reason I was listen, I was embarrassed because I sat in on when you taught us how to do it. So I was like,
oh, okay.
I'm not, because I didn't want
That's
you to
too
be like, hey,
funny.
wait. I'm like, I didn't want you to be like, hey, wait a minute. Now I know you were sitting in when I taught that, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna even act. I'm gonna just act like I missed that comment or something.
I know. I was like, why he didn't
Yeah,
answer that?
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, I asked you again. That's what
Right.
made
I know. And that's what
I asked you
reminded
a
me.
second
That's what
time. You
reminded me to when I got home that day to go ahead and sit down and schedule this. I was like, because I've seen it before, but I've never used that option. This so I'm still learning this. I know you go deep into it. I'm still learning this. I just like the interview process, so I'll be like, hey, let's do it, and you know what I'm saying. But now I'm
mm,
noticing if you do this, like we got these 20 people in the chat, and we may have had more or less, but more people, it gets out to more people, and I see why you were saying that to schedule it. And yeah,
right, because it allowed me to share. I mean, I didn't promote it as much as I wanted to, but you know how I did. You know, had it in the chat, and then I sent it to like Burns because I'm in her chat.
yeah,
She has a group chat. I sent it to the group chat, and I think it's good because also people that came in and thumbs it up and made
right,
comments. So
right,
it's
right,
very good to preset it.
yeah. Listen, I was like, I'm gonna just act like I missed that whole little comment,
Yeah,
but
well, you wasn't fooling me. I knew you ignored me. I just want you to know I seen you. I
I was
seen
like, hey, listen, that's funny because I was like, oh man, how do I do this? And then you said something again, and I was like, okay, I better do this because I could tell when you said it again that you knew I was ignoring it. I could
you
tell,
said
and so I was like, I was
what did you say? I can,
right.
or I
I think I
can
said
do
I could
that.
do that or something like that. But yeah, I would just let you know. I would just let you know I did I did not know how to schedule at the time. But it was funny because like I said, I sat in that class when you were teaching it. So
Brian Lynn said, "Big Rooster Team MTGV
yeah.
100."
Brian Lynn, thank you. So yeah, that's I guess if anybody has any other questions, we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. If you have any other questions or comments, let's get them out now. And you know what I'm saying? Let's
I'm
get
looking at Rich New Design. They said I still have a bunch of channels I need to properly connect with because I won't hit that button until I have time to view and comment. That's a part of that managing my schedule issue I have.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you, like I said, you could write stuff down and be like, okay, for 2 hours on Sunday, I'm going to go in and spend 10 minutes on
Let
10
me
people's channel.
let
You
me
know what I'm
show him.
saying?
Let me show him Miss V.
Okay.
There you go, Rich. There you go,
Look,
Rich.
Big Rooster. Showing out. Boy, I ain't even wrote nothing in my notebook, but I got it. I got it.
Right. There you go,
Got
Rich.
it right
That's
in my
hey, Rich.
laptop.
So you know what's interesting? I learned that because I was in.
All my life, Gamer Effects, I've been teaching all my life.
Hey, it's funny because listen, I learned to take notes. Uh, when I was in with somebody's chat one day, and it was just rolling. It was rolling, and I was like, man, I don't see how these people keep up. You see it, and then it's gone. So I'm like,
hmm
the things that catch your eye, that's what you jot down. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay, that. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
hmm
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Tori. Shout out to all y'all. I'm so happy y'all came in to keep us company.
Hey, listen.
I do wish that more, and what I'm doing over at Make This Go Viral LLC, and just to give y'all a little more about what I do on my channel. I actually do channel reviews and suggestions. I actually have a live on my channel. I did a channel review on Tam Tam, and I'm saying Tam Tam because she's in here. Plus, that's the latest channel review I did. So I just gave my opinion, went through, the top portion of her channel and told her what I thought. I think she enjoyed it, and a lot of people do. And it's something that I also will take if say you decide you want to host it on your channel. It's something that I would do. I would love for Miss T with the T to be a host of that, and and then people let us do the whole drawing thing, and then I go through their channel because that's where a lot of creators are, and it's very helpful to a lot of people. I enjoy doing.
So with that being said, I wanted to. I'm glad you just said what you said, because I noticed. I heard you earlier say when you were talking about Melon, how you were saying it doesn't have the draw tool, which is
Mm-hmm.
the name drawing tool. So I don't know if you watched my last 2 Freestyle Fridays when I did the little $10 giveaway.
I didn't watch it in the entirety.
Yeah. So what I did was there's a I shared it on the screen, and what I did was I went out and found one of those tools, and I just shared it on the screen, and I use that. I call it they call it the wheel of something. I got it right here. Let me pull it up real fast.
Yeah, I was like wondering how you was doing it. I thought I seen you write something down.
Yeah, no, I just so I'm gonna just, matter of fact, y'all, if y'all want to enter as $1, I'm gonna do a $1 cash app giveaway. Y'all throw a one up in the chat if you want to enter this $1 cash app giveaway for me and Miss V get off, and I'll cash
Or
app
you should let
$1.
me. You should let me do a demo of what I was talking about. But that's okay.
Oh,
That will be
well, look, you can do it. We can share yours. You know that we can share
my
yours on it. We can share it. If
my channel, nah. Cause I go
no,
through
I'm
and
talking about your Venmo thing you talking about.
Venmo.
You just said you should let me do a Venmo. Ain't that what you
No,
just
I
said?
didn't say that.
What you
A
just said?
demo
Oh, a
of
demo.
what I do.
Oh, a demo of what we can actually share one of those quick demonstrations on. You tell me which video to pull up, I can pull it up.
I don't have one that just focus straight in on that. I don't have like a timestamp. That
Okay.
I'm gonna have to flip one out. With that being said.
Okay. Let me see. I think let me go to it's on the LLC channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me go over there real fast. And we'll kind of show y'all. I think I can pull up one.
Yeah, Tam Tam's name is in the title. You can pull that one up.
Okay, let me see that one.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We're gonna kind of show you guys what she do if I can pull this one up. Let me see videos. So hey, I want to thank all y'all again. You know what I'm saying? This is it's been really fun. And I don't see Tam Tam's video. That was a couple of weeks ago, I think, too. I know it's here. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to pull up what Miss V does on her channel. And I know she I'm on the right channel. Yeah, I am definitely on the right channel. Things I'm doing with MelonApp, doing tutorial. Oh, here we go right here, y'all. So let me get to that point where she did Tam Tam.
I see where 755 Media said we have a lot in common. I think she is talented as heck.
Very
So
talented, isn't she?
That's an honor to have something in common with her.
Hey,
She can
look,
her butt up.
and her channel be so lit. I love going.
Yeah, she's very charismatic. Like
So
she got.
I actually I'm gonna share this what you did. I put it to the point to where you pulled Tam Tam name, and I'm gonna share this with people real fast. So we're gonna share screen window Chrome tab. There we go. Always Tam Tam. Share. We're gonna put this on there.
They already putting stuff in the chat.
Where's my
Just put the one. What's the one for?
Wait a minute.
Oh, she's still here. You're welcome. You know, looking at you, I thought about my uncles, man. My uncles can draw so well. And it's another channel. It's a channel that I follow that he be having people up on his panel, and he's just drawing. You know why they up there, and they having regular conversation, but the whole time he just drawing. And I just think you know that's raw talent right there. And then teaching kids and all of that, and keeping up with the chat and all the good music. I mean, yeah, she got it lit.
Hey, she do. Like I said, I love going in there.
And you look like my cousin, my little cousin. I promise she looked like her.
Man, what happened here? What happened? I got it up and I'm showing it. And,
$1 Cash App drawing. Oh,
no. I got that. Look, I didn't do that, Lakeisha, because we gonna show Miss V's screen real fast.
Oh, I ruined it. Darn.
Yeah, she ruined it for y'all. So let me see what happened here. So let me stop sharing that, and here we go.
I'm gonna put my link to my channel in here.
Yeah,
buddy.
do that. I think somebody already put it in there too.
Thank you to whoever did. I know I put it in before I got here. I mean, yeah, before we started. So while we sitting here, I want to give a tip because this is something that I'm doing. Oh,
okay, go ahead, do that, and then we can run this.
Oh, well, my tip is something that I'm doing on my channel now that I'm newly monetized. My tip is that go and look in your analytics to see which videos are paying you the highest, and whatever videos those are, put them in a playlist and ask people to run that playlist, pin that playlist in your live streams, pin them in your uploads, pin them on your community wall, share them on different social medias, and get more people to watch those videos because those videos is making all the money.
Great advice. So people, we gonna share what Ms. V does on her channel when she you guys should always subscribe, hit that notification bell, and this is an example of what she does on her channel. I got the sound up. Oh, let me unmute it.
Another thing, in the live, be able to have your channel put up.
Can you hear that, Ms. V?
Live TV. Are you still here, Trending?
I hear it.
Okay.
Shout out to Trending for being the winner of the channel review drawing.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong person, but this is what she does.
Yeah. I ended up doing it again.
Right, because
she had left.
Yeah, she had left. I remember that.
If Trending is not still in the chat, I will go on to the next person by doing the drawing again. Dang, what happened to my tablet? Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there they are. Oh. Thanks for the fire and horns, and looking forward to it. Trending Live must not be here. I am going to keep the drawing in. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Always Tam.
Hardest working lady in the industry.
Always Tam. Are you still here? I know she was just talking.
Can you forward this Big Rooster to when she come up?
Yep, I can.
Well, primarily, I used to just watch YouTube a lot, and I started watching a lot of people who said that you could be monetized and all these good things. So I'm like, of course, we all want a little extra income. So I decided to hop on and try it out. Basically, my girls are always online, so I figured that not only now but later, it would be a form of generational wealth for them. The first person I actually encountered was She So Wells.
Oh, really? That's the first person you encountered?
Yes, as a new content creator. I
Oh,
started,
okay.
took a couple classes like Peach McIntyre's class. I got her book and all that,
Want to forward it to
and
when I
she
pull her
suggested a
channel
lot of
up?
things. And I started watching a lot of different people, pretty much
Okay.
kind of mimicking what they do. And
Go in and turn on your monetization to your videos from the start. So you want
oh
to keep
wow,
that in mind because you cannot turn on your monetization if you have videos with copyrights and all of that kind of stuff. It makes them ineligible. If you talking
mm,
crazy, cussing, and saying certain words that YouTube don't like, you can't get monetized off of that either. So keep that in mind, though. You might not be making money now, but you can capitalize off of them every last 342 videos that follow YouTube standards. You can monetize that when you get monetized. You can turn ads on, and I thought that was an awesome thing right there. Okay, so the first thing I do when I look at a channel is go to well, I'm looking here. I see your banner. I definitely would change the banner because you want your banner to say tell what your channel is about. That's what the banner is for.
mm,
A person is supposed to be able to click on your channel, look at your banner, and be like, okay, so that's what I'm gonna see in this channel. So whatever
mm,
you said you wanted to do, your channel is about, you want to put that on the banner. And then I do see that you have two links in your about section because it's showing on this banner. And if you guys didn't know, you can literally click on this to go to her Facebook page. Now, this is buy me a coffee thing. And so you could buy her a coffee by clicking there, right there on her banner. And that's because she has those links in properly in her about section right here. So when I go to her about section is telling me that she actually joined on this channel June 21st, 2013. But she said she didn't put her first content until March of this year, right?
right,
So for me, I had started my channel February 2018, but I didn't put a video until July of 2020, July 15th, 2020 to be exact. So with that being said, I put established 7/15/2020. So I would always remember my start date. So I know when to celebrate my channel. So you should know when you put your first content out. If you don't know, if you don't remember, you can literally go to that first video and look in your description and it'll tell you what date you put it out. Your anniversary date is something you want to remember and celebrate every year. That's an accomplishment. So Tam Tam has 34,448 views overall on her channel. And in her description, she says, hey now, 35-year-old mom of two, stay at home mom, home health aid to family, fiance. Stay tuned for real fun and fun glimpse of our everyday life. Okay. So, I mean, she told people a little bit about herself, her family, and all of that. And so she's saying, stay tuned for real fun and glimpse of everyday life. So when I read that, I expect to see the family, being on the live stream doing things, the fiance and the kids, seeing them do lives together and family oriented. But I'm not sure if that's what you do on your channel, but that's what I'm gathering as a person that don't. I mean, I've been to your channel before. I've seen you and Unique do makeup together. I've seen you at church. I think you was at church. I've seen you do your daughter's hair. Um, and so I see that she has TikTok on here, Facebook, IG, you have to put that in your link section, which is right here where you had a Facebook, you have your Facebook, and see how it's in blue. When it's in blue, that means that it's clickable. So Tam, you just want to add your links, take it out of this spot and put them here. So it's gonna ask you. On mine is different because I mine show actual links, I think, but yours just say Facebook. But you want to go in and just put those in, and then it's gonna ask you what link is it. So that's where the name comes from. If you want people to be able to get in touch with you, you want to put your email right there. I would suggest that you put a different email that's not attached to this channel because I heard that people, when they want to hack or do something weird or whatever, they can use your email address for stuff like that. And so anyway, I just don't like to put my link
Mm-hmm.
that's attached to the actual channel. If you don't have more than one email or email to do it, just go ahead and add it. It's real easy to add another email address that's detached from everything else. Okay, and so in the channel section, I like to put my channel, my other channels there. So
Oh
I
yeah, I
have,
couldn't figure out where to do that on the
yeah, if you
studio.
got, yep, if you got another channel, you want to put your channel there and direct people to your other channel. Or if you have channels that you really watch and respect and you want other people, you really mess with them like that, like Unique or whoever, you could put their channel there to feature them, but always put your channel first. Now, not this channel you got. If you got another channel, you would put that there. For me, I just put my other channel there right for right now. I just got membership, so I might add that as one of the perks. I might add that as one of the perks. But it's gonna be a higher perk that because yeah, that I will put other people's channel in my channel section. You know. So, but this is really the channel that I do to promote and support everybody. So it's an idea though. And then in a playlist, you definitely want to have playlists to be able to lead people. The whole point of YouTube is that you lead people to more of your videos. And the reason why I say this is because YouTube's mission is to keep you on YouTube as long as they can. So watching everybody videos. So you need to be following the same thing. So just make sure that when you go on live, you know how you can pin stuff in your live streams. You could pin a video that's related to whatever live you talking about. Just always lead people to more content. That's the whole point. Even in your uploads, you can put in a video that's similar to that video, and in addition, putting it on the end of your videos and in the beginning of your videos. And then you want to um, label your playlist for what they're expected to watch within the playlist. And I do see that you have motivational chat with daily life. She has binge playlists. She has grocery haul, cooking, vlogs. So she has her playlist labeled. So I know that when I go into her playlist, like this cooking one, 23 videos, I know that I'm going to see cooking and maybe even some eating in there because where you cook, you eat. So I'm thinking that might be there. She has some saved playlists that I will say, uh, get them out of here because that's not your content. This is music that is not
Mm-hmm.
gonna pay you in any way, shape, or form. So I will remove that because I wouldn't want somebody to come to my playlist and be like, I ain't gonna watch hers. I'm gonna just listen to this music down here. No. So
So
I will
so
put
we
them
go
on
in there
private.
right there, y'all. And that's kind of what you get when you go to Miss V's uh LLC channel. And
Yes.
y'all should all tap in. And hey, listen. When she do that, I be scared. I be hesitant to put my name in there because I know she gonna tell me off like I was scared to tell her that I didn't know how to schedule this.
I am not gonna tell you off. I'm not. I don't bite. I don't. I promise.
And so yeah, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to end this live session. I have to actually go make a run with my granddaughter. So I want to thank everybody in the chat, but especially I want to thank you, Ms. V, for taking the time out your day because I know you say you ain't been to sleep
Thank
yet.
you.
And
Yes.
one more
Not.
one more again, like they say, one more again. Give them some.
I wanted to say something though.
Yeah,
One.
that's
I
what I was
wanted.
saying. I want you to. That's what I was getting
Oh,
at. When I say one more again, leave them with something.
okay, so I just wanted to leave y'all with y'all just seen what I do. That's called Team Viral Network and Grow Event. And if that's something that you think that people in your chat might enjoy, I will gladly bring it on the road. Come over to your channel and do it over there. And if you find any information that you heard about me useful, please subscribe to my channel. And I promise you, we going to the top because ain't no quitting me.
Hey, amen, amen. Hey,
Brooklyn Squad in the building.
there you go, there you go. Hey, real
Thank
fast.
you, Patty.
Don't tap out yet. I'm gonna
Thank you,
go ahead and
Letitia.
hit this end screen and let everybody do their thing. But once again, everybody, let's give Ms. V a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't have did this interview without her. And listen, I'm
Thank you.
down to interview anybody, anytime, whenever y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Brooklyn Squad, don't be sorry.
It's okay,
Don't
Jazz. I know you
yeah.
love me, girl.
don't
Thank you for
don't.
the fire of horns, Tam Tam.
That's what I'm talking about. So look,
Thank
Tam Tam,
y'all.
since you doing your thing, hey, and I want to thank you, Tam Tam, for allowing us to share your channel review as well. You know what I'm saying? We can hit
Yes,
you with the
thank you,
horn.
Tam Tam. Thank you for letting me do that.
Yeah, yeah. So with that being said, everybody, you know how I do when I end this. I love you. God love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it, and I'm out.
Much
And cut. And cut. And cut.